Good afternoon, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. So I have a topic today, and I want to discuss how the narcissist may try to sabotage you with things that they do. But before I get started with that, I want to just first explain to you guys the purpose of my channel. So the main reason why I just started to start a YouTube channel was to bring awareness to narcissistic abuse and also cyberbullying. I am someone who is a survivor, and I've gone through things such as domestic violence. I've gone through narcissistic abuse as well. So I want to help people who have gone through the same things that I've gone through. And I want everyone to know that you're not alone if it is something that you're going through. And I just want to be a support system for anyone who may be going through the same things that I've been through. So, with that being said, I also have many talents, as most of you guys can tell. I love decorating, I sing, I like painting, I like to cook. There's many dimensions to me and multiple things that I enjoy. But just because I like doing those things doesn't mean that those are the only things that I'm going to be focusing on my YouTube channel. I am mainly here. Yes, it's okay for me to have fun and for me to post nice, fun things such as decorating and just things to get my mind off narcissism, but that is not my main objective for being on this channel. So if you are a survivor, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. And I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys give me. But if you're not a survivor and you have not gone through any type of narcissistic abuse or any abuse of any sort, this channel is not for you, because I will be discussing serious issues. So if you do not like that, or if this is not your cup of tea, I'm going to need you to click off right now. This is going to be the last time I discuss this. Again, if you don't want to hear about abuse, if you don't want to talk about it, then I'm not the channel for you. But obviously, I will be talking about serious things. I'm not talking about it because for my health. You know what I'm saying? Anything I do, anything I put my energy into, it's a purpose and it's a reason behind it. So I would appreciate it if everyone shows me the same respect that I show them. And then again, if this is not something that you want to tune into, you don't want to hear about it, you don't care about it, you're telling me to get over it, you know what? You don't need to be on my channel whatsoever, because that's not the right type of attitude to have. Whether I'm going through it now or whether it's something that I've been through, it doesn't matter. If I choose to discuss it and I choose to talk about it, it will help someone, even if it's just helping one person or helping a million or several thousand people. It's going to help someone. Like, one of my videos has over 8,000 views on it, and I think 115 comments, 400 likes. And I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm just saying that right there goes to show you that there are people who need to hear this information. There are people who have gone through abuse or are still going through it, and they need to know what to do. They need to know that they're not alone and that it's okay. Like, it's not your fault if someone is abusing you. If it's not your fault if you're being bullied, if you're being treated badly. It's not your fault. So that's why I'm here. I'm one of the few people in this world who choose to speak up and who choose to be a light and to help people with through my knowledge and my experiences. So I just would appreciate it if everybody keep the comments positive. Do not tell me what I need to do on my channel. Do not tell me what I do and don't need to talk about, because again, that's what YouTube is for. YouTube is not just for pranks. YouTube is not just for people to eat in front of the camera, and not to put any of those people down or to make a bunch of jokes and gossip. YouTube is also a serious platform as well for people to bring awareness to certain things. So again, this is my story. These are my experiences. As long as I'm not putting anyone's name in anything I'm talking about, this is a free country, and I have freedom of speech to speak on anything that I've gone through, and no one can take that away from me. No one can take my experiences away, and no one can stop me from speaking up. Like, I've blocked so many people out of my life. Ask my fiance. I've removed people, I've cut people off because I don't like the fact that people try to control me and what I say, or try to make it seem like there's an issue with me bringing awareness. If you don't like the fact that I bring awareness, then goodbye. So, but this is for the people. I'm sorry. This is for the people who actually do care about what I went through and what I've gone through, and want to hear my story and want to learn from me. I have a lot of wisdom. Just because I'm younger, on the younger side, does not mean anything. I have a lot of wisdom, and I have a lot of knowledge and experience. So do not take me for granted. And it'll just be all positive vibes around here if we can all just respect one another. We don't always have to agree on everything, but when it comes to telling me how I need to run my channel, or just getting on my page and trying to discard my feelings, saying that you don't care about what I'm talking about, then the best thing for you to do is just for you to move on and find another YouTuber to watch, because obviously I'm not the person for you. All right. So the reason why I feel like the narcissist goes out of their way to sabotage you is because you are outshining them in some way. So narcissists, they go after people who they feel are better than them. If they feel like you're a star and they feel like you're shining brighter than them, then they will do everything in their power to sabotage you and to go after you. So the reason why this is so serious is the fact that, okay, you have people who work jobs. Like, for instance, I'm going to give an example. I went to school to become a teacher. I have my bachelor's degree in elementary education, and I have my minor in special education. Even though I consider myself an intelligent person, college was not easy. When I say college wasn't easy, it was very time consuming, and it took me 5 years to graduate, and many classes that I had to sit in, do projects for, do essays on, do an exit exam before I could even graduate and get my degree. I worked very hard for everything that I've accomplished. So when you work hard for something, and it's something that you're passionate about, being a teacher is a passion of mine. So when I say it's my passion, every day I wake up, I'm not content unless I'm helping a student, or unless I'm helping a child or a kid, not only with their education, but just helping them through life situations and just helping them become better. I love kids. I have that gift with kids where the kids love me, they connect with me. I have a lot of compassion and empathy, and I'm just really good with kids. It's been this way since I was younger. My grandmother is the same exact way, where she have always been really, really good with kids, and she's taken in multiple kids and helped them, raise them, and have always just been a good role model to kids. Like, even a lot of my friends, they love my grandma. They're crazy about my grandma. So in life, everyone has different gifts. Some people may have a gift where they work real well with kids, but some people may not work real well with kids, and they may be really good at other things, which is fine. But the issue with a narcissist is that they hate to see anything good come from you, because 9 times out of 10, they have already ran a smear campaign on you and have already been bad mouthing you and talking about you to other people. And in their mind, they want to try to make it seem like you're this terrible person and you will never amount to anything, because they're jealous and they're envious of who you are in your light. Your light is what they're upset with. So if they can sabotage you, if they could talk about you and badmouth you to whoever's willing to listen, that's what they will do. And they will go as far as to destroy you. So if they're not destroying your job, they will try to get you fired. They will constantly report everything that you do. Like, even if you make a minor mistake, instead of them trying to help you in love and showing you the right way to do things, they will go and report you to your boss, to the manager, and just blow small things into a huge situation. That's not normal, because a normal person, if they see you doing something wrong, as long as it's minor, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're hurting anybody. And I'm not talking about if you're hurting anybody or doing things that you don't have any business doing. But if it's like minor things, then they would correct you in love. They wouldn't go out of their way to try to get you fired or to try to constantly just report everything that you're doing. So that's what makes it so unnormal and just crazy and sick, because they will stop at nothing until they destroy you. So if they're not destroying your job, they will try to destroy your spirit. They will try to break you. They will try to ruin your relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean it can be husband and wife, it could be fiance, it can be girlfriend, boyfriend, it can be friendships, like people that you've known for years. It could be family members, like anyone who you have a connection with, because they are envious of the way that other people love to you. Say that love you, sorry. Say you're the type of person that you draw a lot of people to you. I'm one of those people where it's kind of like I just have that star quality about me. I can walk into a room and immediately people just want to know more about me, or once they get around me, they just gravitate to me and they just really like me. They really like my spirit. They love who I am. And the narcissist can see that. They can sense it. They are not dumb people. They are very intelligent. So when you are getting that attention and you're getting a lot of positive feedback, they're seeing the way other people are loving on you and showing you a lot of support. They get envious of that. And the moment they get envious of that, that's when things like the smear campaign starts, or they start to get flying monkeys. They recruit other people to go against you, and to the point where it's like a group of people, which is considered mobbing. They get they can recruit many people to go against you, and before you know it, it goes from you dealing with one narcissist to you dealing with two or three narcissists and a bunch of flying monkeys. And that's when it gets out of hand. So that's why I feel like it's important for me to talk about this stuff. I will never stop talking about it because it's very serious. And that's the issue with our community. It's like we love to sweep everything under the rug. If it's not entertainment or if it's not comedic to us, we don't want to talk about it. And that's a huge problem, because that's how these people are able to get away with a lot of the things that they're able to get away with. They're able to manipulate people because some people are ignorant. They're ignorant because they don't know what's going on. They don't understand the world and the things that's going on in it. So if you're not educated on narcissism, excuse me, if you're a manager or a boss, you could easily try to get someone fired or believe everything that the narcissist is saying, and feed into all that negativity because you don't know much about narcissism, or maybe you could be a narcissist yourself. But I feel like some people are just ignorant, or if they're not ignorant, they're afraid to speak up because they don't want to be on the narcissist bad side. So that's where I come in at. I'm the type of person where I'm going to call it out, even if that means that I have to walk away from a toxic environment. I'm the type of person where I can't be fake. If I see somebody being bullied, if I see people being mistreated unfairly, whether it's me or whether it's people around me, I'm not going to join in on it. I'm not going to be a part of the problem. I'm going to call it out. I'm going to speak up, and I'm going to call it like I see it every time. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my book. So most of the time, well, I'm not going to say most of the time, all of the time, if a narcissist is targeting you, never feel like it's something wrong with you. Never question yourself, because that's the worst thing you can do. I know that it's normal, because even I question myself like, dang, what am I doing so wrong to make these people dislike me? Like, they don't know anything about me. I haven't done anything wrong to make these people just dislike me like that. Don't question yourself. Don't ever think what's wrong with me. As a matter of fact, it's the complete opposite because they go after people who have a kind spirit. If you have a kind and loving spirit, you're compassionate, you have empathy, you care about other people. You don't just care about yourself. You're not just living just for yourself. You're living to be a light for other people and to be in their corner. You are a perfect target for these type of people because these people are evil. And again, they go after anyone who has any type of good inside of them. And they are bullies. Narcissists are bullies, to the 100th degree. They are some bullies and they will go after you. They will plot against you. They will get other people to join in. And before you know it, you're sabotage. So my advice would be to make sure you keep a record of everything that they say. Document everything that goes on, because one of the things that they also like to do is gaslight. They like to gaslight, meaning they will try to make you seem like you're crazy. They will try to make it seem like it's all in your head and you're making these things up. We don't have nothing against her. They're very good at lying and manipulating too. So they will lie, they will manipulate, they will scheme, they will plot, and they will try to get you to make it seem as if something is wrong with you and you're in your head. This is all in your head and you're making it up. And I promise you, you're not making it up. So document everything that they say. I know everybody can't just get up and quit their jobs when they have a narcissist there, but just make sure you keep track of everything that they're doing. And that way, when you do go to counseling or when you do go see a therapist, you can have evidence of everything that they said and did. And if they try to get you fired and try to report you to HR or to your manager, you can go in with your book and your notebook, all your documents, and you can show proof of everything that they said and everything that they did. And that's just to back you up. That's one of the things that I regret, is that I started documenting at first, but then I kind of slipped away from documenting. But no, that's the worst thing that you can do. Document every conversation, every meeting, every single thing that goes on, everything that they say. Just make sure you document it. And that way you can have evidence of the things that these people are doing. Because they definitely will gaslight you and they will try to make it seem like you're the crazy one. They will definitely do that to you. So for me, I have been sabotaged at multiple jobs. It's not just my life as a teacher. This has been going on now for years. And I feel like the city that I live in is like it has an excessive amount of narcissistic people. That's how I end up even finding out about what narcissism was, because a couple of years ago I just thought a narcissist was someone who was vain and somebody who was just like, always in the mirror looking at themselves. But it's way deeper than that. My abusive relationship and then the experiences that I've gone through in these workplaces is what caused me to do so much research and just educate myself on the matter of what narcissism was, because I knew in my heart that it was a demonic spirit, because these people, they act the same, they do the same things, they say some of the same things, and I was like, something is wrong, something in this world is wrong. And it's deeper than just people being mean, or you know what I'm saying, people being evil. It's levels to this. Like, it's really a personality disorder that these people have, and I feel like the only way they can get cured from it is to be delivered from God, because I also feel like it's the spirit of Jezebel that lives within these people, and again, they're here to attack God's people. So if you're a believer in Christ, you have a beautiful spirit, you're a beautiful person inside and out, they will attack you. If you're not being attacked, then I will be questioning myself, like, thieves do not go into empty houses. So they're not going to attack somebody who's like them. They're not going to attack somebody who's living in darkness and who's evil like them. They're going to go after good people with good hearts, people who just have a beautiful spirit. That's who they go after, and that's who they attack, you know? So never think that it's anything wrong with you. Never question yourself. You have a beautiful heart. You're a beautiful person, and do not stop being that way, because that's what they want. They want to destroy you. They want to make you be upset. They want you to be depressed. They want you to be unhappy. They want you to be miserable. They want to take everything away from you. They don't like the fact that you're pretty, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're talented, you have nice things, God has blessed you, you're successful. They do not like that. So they will do anything in their power to block your blessings and to stop you from succeeding. They know what they're doing, and they know who they need to target, because that's one of the things that I've gone through in these workplaces. It's been a pattern with these narcissistic people, because they will compliment me. So they will tell me all the good things I am. That's how slick these people are. They will be like, "You're beautiful." These are just some of the things that they've told me, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate. They'll say you're beautiful. They'll be like, "You're talented, you're beautiful, you're knowledgeable. The children love you. You have a gift. You're special, you're different. You stand out. You're very knowledgeable." Like what's some other things that I've heard? I just heard a lot of things. You have a vibrant personality. You're always just so happy. You're always so full of joy. Like what's some other things? Even in regards to my relationship, they would say things like, "Oh, you have a man who really loves you, and he buys you nice things, and you're blessed, and this and that." Like they will go and they will compliment you, but be wary of that, because that's a phase called love bombing. When they go out of their way to over compliment you, then that's a red flag right there. I'm not trying to say it's anything wrong with people complimenting you. Compliments are wonderful when they're genuine, but the narcissist is not genuine. So if they're complimenting you, they're telling you that they see these great things in you. I can't take that part away from them. But at the same time, that's the reason why they attack you, for those very reasons. All the good things that you are is why they will go after you. They will sabotage you, and they will stop at nothing until they try to ruin the person that you are. But do not let them do it. Stay prayed up. Have faith, and just know that you are amazing. Do not let these people stop you, and do not allow them to destroy who you are. Okay? All right, let's see. Thanks for staying with me, you guys. I always leave notes because I don't want to leave anything out when I make these videos. I want to make sure everything is in here so I can help everyone and get everything out that I have to say. Okay. So they are out to deliberately destroy you and damage you. They see that you have a great mind. They see that you have a great heart. They see that you are successful. They see the greatness within you. These people are not dumb. But for that very reason is why they will try to sabotage you. So they do some things like micromanaging you. So when I say micromanaging you, they're basically treating you like a child. They're just watching over everything that you do. That was one of the things that I noticed with narcissists, is they watch me. It's just very weird and creepy. Like, just imagine working at a job, and you're there to do a job. You're there to, as a teacher, for instance, I'm gonna give that as an example. I'm there to educate the children. I'm there to be everything they need me to be, and to help them get to the next level. Instead of these teachers paying attention to themselves and doing what they got to do to make sure they're being everything that they're supposed to be to the children, they're watching me. So just watching my every move, when I look back on some of the things that I've gone through, like watching me, like literally watching me as if they have no job to do. Your job is not to micromanage me. Your job is not to watch everything that I do or boss me around, especially if you're not my supervisor. Your job is to educate and to teach the students. Even I've worked also in technical support as well, and this stuff happens in call centers too. Call centers is full of messy people and it's full of narcissists as well. And these people will act like they're your boss, they will act like they're your supervisor and that they run you, and you better do what they tell you to do, and or else. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. They do that to undermine you. They want to undermine who you are. They want to get you to question yourself as if you're not smart enough to do the job and you're not knowledgeable. That's how they want to make you feel. Now, I'm not saying if they give you constructive criticism, these are people who aren't narcissists. If they're giving you constructive criticism on what you can do to be better, and it's being given in love, you can tell the difference between somebody giving you constructive criticism to help you learn more and to just be better and evolve versus someone who's deliberately trying to undermine who you are and trying to get you to question yourself as if you are not fit or cut out for the job. They know you're cut out for the job. As a matter of fact, you could probably do the job better than they can in your sleep. Because these people, they try to make it seem like they're so much better than you and they're doing so much better than you are, and that's just not the truth. It's not the truth. And again, they do that to make you question yourself, make you feel like you're not good enough when you're more than enough. So I'm going to let you know that you're more than enough, because that's exactly what they do. They want to destroy your confidence. They want to make you have low self-esteem. They want to make you feel like you're not cut out to do the job, because they want to feel like they're better than you. They're competing against you. That's another thing that they do. They compete, compete, compete. A healthy person will be in competition with themselves. When I say you're in competition with yourself, I mean that you're doing what you can to better the woman or the man in the mirror. You're not worrying about what Sam, Sally, Ken is doing. You're looking and seeing what you can do to be better. So you're in competition with yourself to be a better person and to just continue to strive for success. Them, they are in competition with you. That was one of the things that I noticed with a lot of these people. So when I say they're competing with me, they're comparing themselves to me. And that's the worst thing that you can do. You're comparing yourself to the way I look, how I'm dressed, how my hair looks, how knowledgeable I am versus how knowledgeable you are, what creative activities I come up with the kids versus what you can come up with. It's like a competition. Like, is this the Olympics or is this a job? You know what I'm saying? The last time I checked, we weren't supposed to be competing against each other. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be doing that. Why are you in competition with me instead of focusing on yourself? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Stop comparing yourself to other people and focus on you. Stop worrying about who I'm married to or what my husband is doing for me, what my fiance is doing for me, um what type of clothes am I wearing? How much I paid for this bag? You guys would be surprised how much pettiness that I've endured over the years. Like, I'm going to have to just do a separate video just naming all the stuff that I can remember. They are very petty people. Like, what I'm doing at home or how many kids I have, whether I have any kids. What does that have to do with the job? That has absolutely nothing to do with the job. That is very unprofessional for you to come into work and for you to bring up my personal life or to ask me questions about my personal life and what I got going on instead of focusing on yourself. You're worried about the wrong stuff. You're worried about my religion. You're worried, like, obsessed. These people are obsessed. They are obsessed and they are crazy and pathologically envious, like just crazy. And then it's like you can't share anything with them. That would be some good advice for me to give you guys. When you are in the presence of a narcissist, try not to share anything with them. Just keep it basic. Keep the conversation as boring and basic as you can. Don't tell them that you got a good, loving husband. Don't tell them you're successful or you got your own business. What's some other positive things? Just try not to tell them anything about you. Try not to tell them anything personal, because they will use that against you. They will use everything good about you, all the good things that you have going on against you, and don't let you be going through something. If you're going through anything personal, do not let them know nothing. If you have to talk to God, talk to God. Talk to your, people who you trust in your personal circle, friends, your husband, your fiance, your wife, grandmother, grandfather. Talk to family, or if you don't have a lot of trustworthy family, get into counseling, get into therapy. Talk to someone else that's not them, because they will use every weakness that you have, every vulnerability that you have. They will turn around and use that to what? Sabotage you. Or they will also use it to smear your name, to run a big smear campaign on you. And before you know it, everybody is gossiping, everybody's talking about you behind your back. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell when somebody's talking about you behind your back, because they start to act real funny towards you. That person who was real nice at first, all of a sudden they start giving you the cold shoulder. You can just tell, because at the end of the day, energy doesn't lie. People lie and they pretend well, and they'll try to make it seem like they don't have nothing against you. Oh, girl, we're cool. I think you're awesome. You're great for this position. You're a perfect fit, perfect match. Be careful with that. Don't be so quick to believe what they say, because again, they are trying to collect information from you, especially when they start to ask you all those questions. That was a lot of things that I noticed. They would ask you a bunch of questions about yourself, and that's because they're collecting information about you so they can talk about you, and then eventually use that as a smear campaign and sabotage you and get you fired, get you out the door, or just try to ruin you as a person. They don't want nobody liking you. They don't want you having no friends. They don't want any of the attention on you. They want to take it all off you and put it on them, because that's where they feel like it belongs. They don't want nobody loving you. They don't want nobody liking you. They want all the attention and focus off you and onto them. Okay. I'm about to wrap this up soon. All right, you guys. So in closing, be very careful. Do your research. Do your own research. You don't have to just count on what I'm saying. But this comes from experience, knowledge, and years and years of research that I've done on how these people operate. Be careful. Be careful, because the moment they have collected enough information on you, they feel like they have enough information to smear your name and to sabotage your job. And before you know it, they're trying to get you fired. So just be very careful when dealing with these people. As a matter of fact, when I find out I'm working around a bunch of narcissists and flying monkeys, the best thing that I do is leave and look for another job or try to find something else, because I feel like it only gets worse. And this is just from my experience. I'm not telling you to get up and quit your job, but I'm just telling you from a loving place. My experience is that it doesn't get better when you're dealing with a bunch of narcissists and flying monkeys, people who are backing the narcissist up, and you're the target. Like, it's really bad for you from that point on. And there's nothing that HR is going to do for you. This is just my experience, because HR is really not there for you. HR is to protect the company. And most of the time, it's like a cult sometimes too at these schools and at these jobs, these careers and stuff, is that they're all in on it. Majority of them are friends. You may find a couple of people who you don't work close by who show you a lot of love. Because me, I was able to get real close to like a lot of people, and I had real good connections. Like, for instance, the janitor, me and him would talk all the time and laugh and joke. He was really a nice man. So I'm not saying that everybody at the workplace is bad. As a matter of fact, let me give some examples of some of the people who have been amazing to me. Like, he was really, really nice to me, and I appreciate him. And I had a couple of good conversations with him. And then it was like one of the teachers. I didn't work directly with her, but I would see her in the teacher's lounge, and she kind of reminded me of Robin Dixon from the Real Housewives of Potomac as far as look wise. She's just very, very beautiful, and we would talk about her daughter and fashion and stuff like that. And she was real sweet. She was a real, real sweetheart. So I'm just naming out some people who I feel were just incredible people and who were always nice to me. Of course, my students were amazing. Like, they are the reason why I kept going back to that school and I continued to work there, because they were awesome and they loved me. I loved them. We had a special connection with each other. Um, who else? And then, let me talk about some of the call centers I worked at. It's a couple of people that I'm still friends with that aren't narcissists that I met at the call centers that I work, and they have been nothing but good to me. They've been nothing but supportive and nice. I'm even still friends with a couple of my supervisors from the past who have just helped me evolve and just have been incredible role models in my life. So I just want to put that out there, because not everything is negative in my life. Not, even though I have gone through a lot with narcissists, I've also have a lot of great people in my life as well. So everything is not negative. There are some good people out here. But at the same time, don't be naive. Don't be gullible to think that it won't happen to you, or to think that these people don't exist, because you would be doing yourself a disservice by pretending like this isn't happening, because it really is happening. So just watch your back, be careful. And I want to hear you guys' stories down below. If you work in a narcissistic or toxic work environment, let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to hear your stories. Like, I'm the type of person where I go on YouTube, I look at the comments, I like looking at other people's stories, and it helps me. It's a part of my healing process to know that I'm not alone, and to know that there are other people who I can relate to, and who have gone through the same stuff. So, yep. Let me know if you guys have experienced any type of sabotage. It's not just in the workplace either. It can even happen in your family dynamic. It's some narcissistic people in families that will sabotage your relationships with people. They see you have a close relationship with your grandmother or your mom. They will smear your name. They will try to get people to go against you. And before you know it, you're treated like an outcast. But I'm going to say this last thing, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But one of the things that I've noticed is that they can never recruit the people who really love you. Like, when I sit back and think about the supervisors, the co-workers, friends, family members who truly loves me, and they see my spirit, they value who I am and my heart, the narcissist people were never able to get them to turn against me. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that gives you a sense of peace and hope, to know that there will be people who stick beside you and who will not believe all the lies that are being told on you. You know what I'm saying? Or they may see, okay, maybe in this area she can improve, and there are things that she can work on, but she's not just a horrible worker. She's not just a horrible human being. And that's the difference between healthy and unhealthy. But the real people who really, really love you, they will not be easily to go against you, and they will not join in on the sabotage against you. So always remember that, and hold on to that to your dear life, that there are people who can see the real you. They can see the beauty within you. So just know that you're going to be okay. Just know that it's going to be perfectly okay. And do not allow these people to destroy you, and do not allow them to sabotage you if you can help it. Try to, like, I'm about to be starting my own business soon. And that's what my plan is to eventually be an entrepreneur and to work for myself. That way I can hire my own people, and I can try to avoid these situations as much as possible. So I hope everyone stays blessed and you have a great day. And again, make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.